Hey everybody, this is Brad from Johnson Small Engines, better known as the one-handed mechanic. If I can do it, you can too. Today we are working on a John Deere X300, and this has a transmission problem. It does not want to move forward and backward. Okay, so I'm just going to show you the tools that are required. This is basically a transmission drive pulley that has failed. So if you ever hear a grinding noise, that's kind of like a high-pitched grinding noise, and you know you have your rod in the back here is this is for when you push it. If this is in, and you go ahead and you hit your pedals, and you know your transmission drive belt is fine. And that's the reason why I have the mower deck off, and I'll put a link in the description on how to get that mower deck off. So you can take that off and look. You have to make sure that your transmission drive, pulleys, and everything is good. I'm going to show you in a little bit on where a spring location is that we have to take off, but this guy has a bad transmission drive pulley, and it's a pretty simple fix. The belt, and you want to make sure your pulleys are okay, and we're going to do that also. But the tools that we need, and the idler pulley. All right, so this is the new pulley, and I think there's two of these pulleys from different ranges of serial numbers. And what you should do is get your transmission pulley off the tractor, confirm that what happens is that these internal grooves right here, they actually wallow out. And the transmission drive shaft is steel, and this is aluminum. So this will actually, I think this is mild steel, but this wears out first. And check this out, made in China. And what are you doing, John Deere? You're subbing out to China, but you can also take this number here. If you have a number on the back of your pulley, you might be able to cross-reference that online. Go to either call up your John Deere dealership and get the right number and then get the pulley online, or get it from a John Deere dealership. We're going to use a couple. These are just little hooks to get a spring off. These are like right angle clip ring pliers, okay, for the little eyelets that we have to get in there. And these are a little special, but if you can get a pair of these, it'll make life so much easier. 8mm socket, and I'm going to use my electric ratchet. You can go ahead and just use your whatever ratchet you have. And you can use never seize on the shaft. We're going to put a little bit on there before we put the pulley back on again. Okay, so let's get to it. Okay, so we need to get to this transmission drive pulley right here, and we have to get past this right here. So we're just going to go ahead and take these bolts out right here. Just remember which way it goes. It's pretty straightforward. Now, I'm going to try to put a little light on this. May not help us. Right here, this is the transmission drive pulley that went bad. And you have to get the tension off the belt to take this off. And you can't just push in your clutch and take the transmission drive belt tension off. So right here is a spring. It's a very big spring right here. And I'm going to go ahead and put this up in the air after I do the job, so you guys can look at where the spring is located on the other end, which is way up in here. You just want to make sure that I'm going to try to pull that spring off and just lay it to the side. Now this can be, you find out where the opening is to your spring right here, and what I do is I have to try to get the spring to get my little, you can use a lot of different methods on getting this spring off. And okay, so what I have is this is a very thick that I made the loop in the end of it. I'm going to go ahead and put that underneath the spring where the opening is, and then all I have to do is pull that out. Just going to go ahead and put this in. This is just so I can pull the spring, and then it just comes off real easy. And then I'm just going to try to lay that back nice and steady so it'll just hang on the bracket. Now, if it comes off, it comes off. But I'm just going to go ahead and take off. Actually, I'm just going to let this off to the side right there. Now, the belt tension should definitely get a lot looser right here. And I'm going to take the belt off. And once we get this belt off, you're going to be able to see how loose this is. Now I'm just sitting this off to the side. I don't want to have it fall off the other pulleys, but now, see how loose that is? It basically is stripped on top of the transmission shaft. The hard part is we have a little C-clip with eyelets in it right here. And we need to get our little pair of pliers, they're like 90 degrees, and just get it in the holes. Spread that up and over like that. And you see how that is? They have 2 eyelets in it. Now, if this is in bad shape, replace it. And you can also get that on a John Deere website as far as the part number. This will come up and off. And what has happened in here is that these are literally worn away. There's no more splines in there. It's worn away. Now, matching this up to the new one, I think one of these is smaller than the other. I'm not sure which. The serial number brake is what controls what pulley they put on what machine and what transmission. But you can also see part numbers are identical. All right, so at least these part numbers. Now, this is not a John Deere part number. I will give you the part number that I use for this is right here. That equals this pulley, just so you guys know. And there's the part number for the one I'm using. And then also, I'm going to show you the place where you're going to look for your model number and serial number is right underneath the front of the tractor, right below the X300 on the right side. That's going to be the number that you need, the M0X300C086458. That will give you the model and serial number that they need. Let's go ahead and take off this fan. And also make sure, now these splines are in good shape. And you can tell by the fan doesn't move. Take the fan off, make sure you put the fan on the correct way, but this also has splines in it and they look really good. Okay, so we're going to put that back on. Get your belt, make sure your belt's out of the way there. Going to put a little bit of Never Sees. Not much. You really don't need it because I think the wear and tear on the pulley, it's just going to be, the Never Sees is for something that doesn't come off, but this basically doesn't need it. And you got to make sure that you put it on the right way. So this came off the top was that way. So you go ahead and put it on same way, like so. And just looking at the old one, there is a difference, a little bit of a difference between the top and the bottom. So just make sure you're putting it back on the correct way. When it goes on the right way, you'll see a little bit of the little groove right here where your clip goes in. And then what I do is I just try to make sure that it's going to go back on the exact same way it came off. And 100% make sure that this is good and in there, which it is. Make sure it's tight. Okay, no more wobble. It's all good. I'm going to go ahead and put the belt back on. Okay. And then the spring, now I'm pretty sure the spring tension over here, the spring hasn't come off the back side up in there. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this back on again. If you don't feel any tension on the spring, then it's probably not on. Okay. Now that should be it. I'm going to go ahead and put this. Now, I already looked at the belt and the pulleys up front. I'm going to go ahead and put this up in the air so you guys can look at this. If the fan is broken or anything's wrong with the fan, replace it. If you have pulleys and the belt need to replace it, do it now. I also have a video on how to replace this drive belt on this machine, so I'll put that in the link in the description below. Let's go ahead and put this up in the air so I can show you where that spring may fall off. Okay, so I have it up in the air so you guys can see this. This is your transmission drive belt. Make sure it's in good shape. These are your transmission drive pulleys. When you have it off, you definitely want to check all this stuff when you have the spring tension off. But here is the bracket right here where that spring goes. Okay, it goes all the way back to transmission. It's real easy, take it off back there, but it may fall off up here. So you definitely want to make sure that you check to make sure that is back in its groove right there. Make sure that everything is lining up as it should be. We're gonna go ahead and put this down, take it for a test drive. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put make sure you, if you're pushing this around, make sure you put your rod back in. Make sure it runs. There we go. So that's pretty much sums it up for how to install a transmission drive pulley on an X300. If you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe, share my channel with your friends, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.